What is going on, guys? McAfee Speed coming at you. It's another beautiful quarantine morning here in California. Sunny as ever, not a cloud in the sky, and a 2240 that needs to be built. I've been hoarding parts, a lot like people are hoarding toilet paper and dry goods at this part, for the better part of a year, and it's finally time to go ahead and get into this build with you guys. I sourced all the brass parts that you guys saw in that opening clip from England. There was a machine shop in England that I was kind of talking to a little bit off and on about some 2240 parts, and they actually ended up milling me some parts and sending me some parts out. If you guys are interested in the name of that machine shop, go ahead and hit me a direct message and we'll get you guys in touch. It's kind of a small shop, so he's asked me not to shout him out in the video personally so that he doesn't get flooded with emails and calls. Hopefully you guys enjoy this build. Hopefully you guys get a chance to see some different things that you might not normally see go into an airgun build, like powder coating. The frame is going to be powder coated on the 2240. The cylinder tube, is that what that's called? The thing that holds a CO2 cartridge, right? Cylinder tube. We're going to call that the cylinder tube. That's going to be powder coated. We're going to go ahead and have all of our brass accents. It's going to end up being a really nice looking piece by the end of this series, guys. The other thing that you may notice in this video, I am currently filming on a GoPro. This is the first time that I've done more crash camera work instead of just setting it on a tripod and using the Nikon or using the Canon. If you guys like this new GoPro type setup, if you guys like this GoPro type intro and type vlog style, throw it down in the comments. Let me know what you guys better. Whether it be the tripod DSLR style camera or whether it's the more selfie stick style GoPro camera that you're looking at now. All right, guys, let's get into it. Alright, you guys, and as you can see, this is my oven set up here. It's basic household oven. We're getting ready to bake off a different part here later in the day. But basically above my oven here, I've got set up this nice little rack for my tape, but also a basic little, fume hood that I put together to go ahead and evacuate the fumes out of the garage, but also through a carbon filter and a HEPA filter as well. The fumes that are generated when you powder coat can be somewhat toxic, so you definitely want to go ahead and take the necessary steps if you're going to be powder coating in your garage to not only get it out of your garage, but to also do so responsibly. So guys, basic takeaway from this, if you are going to end up powder coating at your house for whatever little things, little parts, what have you, definitely go ahead and make sure that you have a good way to vent these fumes out of your garage. And in addition to venting them out of your garage, make sure that you have a way to do so responsibly. You can kind of see the very first thing that the exhaust sees here is a carbon filter, and then at the very exit of everything, there's a HEPA filter on the ductwork as well. So we're trying to get the best result possible, but we're also trying to be as responsible as we can for everybody around us. Alright guys, this is just your basic household oven, and I currently have it running off of my dryer plug just for convenience. If you kind of look over here, not a grow tent. Actually, it is a grow tent, but it's not a grow tent. Now, why do I say that? Here, let's go ahead and get it unzipped and we'll take a look. Whammo. Alright guys, as you can see, a grow tent makes an absolutely perfect, 100% perfect miniature paint booth. This is a 4x4, I don't know what it was, it's some made in China, less than $100 delivered to my door style grow tent. I got it off Amazon. I've had this thing for probably 2 years in its exact same configuration and never had any problems with it. The one problem I did have before I got this was the fact that anytime I powder coated, all of my stuff in my garage was coated with this thin, fine film of powder coat dust. So, to avoid, we want to go ahead and try and contain it the best we can here in the tent. But also we want to have this tent be under an exhaust that's got a pre-filter and then a HEPA filter above that. That's that big cube right there. And it's a certified HEPA, so that none of these microparticles, once they're captured in that filter, end up getting, anywhere outside my garage, outside my house, whatever the case may be. Like, I keep going back to it, guys. Anytime you have a great power, and I feel like powder coating as an industry is a great power for a home hobbyist, you got to have great responsibility. So anything that you can do to eliminate fine particles coming out of your setup, out of your house, the better off you're going to be ultimately. And additionally, the better off it's going to be for all your neighbors. If you just vent this out of your roof, you're going to have a fine cloud over your entire neighborhood in no time. So definitely think about what you're doing with powder coat, and let's get right into it. Alright guys, we got that mask on, we got that HEPA filter pulling, got all of our parts prepped up, and we have the oven preheating. Let's go ahead and grab the trusty rusty Eastwood dual voltage powder coating gun here. I keep 2 of these in the tent, that way it kind of minimizes my color change. Today, gonna reveal the color for you guys. We'll be shooting that ultimate chrome base on most of this stuff, and then revealing the secret secondary color to go with that brass later. Alright guys, well honestly, check it out. It never gets old. Let's go ahead and pull the tray and see where we're at with this bake-off. Man, that chrome looks great. These are currently 450 degrees, but how good does that powder-coated chrome look, guys? Oh man, that is absolute fire. I'm loving the way this is turning out. I cannot wait until these parts are cool, and then we'll take a look at them, guys. Alright guys, our parts are cool enough to touch at this point, or at least mostly. Let's go ahead and get them laid down on a tray real quick, and we will see what they look like. Alright guys, as you can see here, this is a very, very, very nice and shiny set of parts here. The Ultimate Chrome currently has my fingerprints all over it, but it is an absolutely phenomenal finish, guys. I feel like this is going to come together and be an absolutely amazing custom project. Between the custom brass parts that we have, as well as the powder coating that we're already starting to do, as well as those mystery colors we have yet to unveil, I think it's going to be a great build. Alright guys, well I think I'm going to go ahead and end the video here for this one, but if you've liked this very first episode of my Custom Crossman 2240 build, definitely leave a thumbs up, leave a like, and make sure you subscribe so that you know when the next episode's coming out as well. In the next episode, we'll really get into the nitty gritty of what it takes to go ahead and put one of these together and get one step closer to putting it on the range. If you really like this video, make sure you share it so that somebody else can see it, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.